Hey everyone, it's Kerri Bradford, and I'm here to share a little tip when it comes to using the photo templates available in the KBS store. I'm using Photoshop, but you can use the same tip in Elements as well. Now, there are times when I'm printing on a 4x6 photo sheet, and I want to print things a little differently than what I have in front of me. So here I have a 4x6 template with 6 spaces, but the project I'm working on only needs a collage of 4 squares. Plus, I wanted to print an Instax size photo because the battery on my Instax died, so I figured I would just combine it all onto one sheet. Well, the beauty of using templates is that it's all laid out for you, so that all you have to do is clip your photos into that space. But you can take these space markers, or squares, or rectangle shapes, and move them from one template to another to be able to print it how you need. So in this template, I'm going to turn off, or I can even delete them, photos 3 and 6, because this is where I'm going to put my Instax square. So I'm going to come over here, and where it says photos 3, I can just go ahead and turn it off, or I can just flat out delete it. And I can do the same with photo number 6. Sometimes deleting it just goes ahead and just gets it out of your way so you don't have extra layers in there. And since we are not going to need them, and we won't be saving over this template, then it's okay just to go ahead and delete it. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to the Instax style, and you can see I have this selected here. I'm just going to click and drag it up so that I can pull it in over here. And I want to make sure that this is above the frame, so I'm just clicking and dragging that layer up above. So now that white line won't appear over my photo. Now I could have just gone ahead and drawn a rectangle, that's true, but this is already pre-designed. It's already thought out for me as far as the size and the shape of an Instax photo. So I don't have to, tweak with it or anything. I can just leave it as is and print it for my project. Now I do want this white frame here going on for my foursome, but I don't want it rounded. So I'm going to come over here and uncheck the frame rounded so that now I just have a solid white line. And for my project, I'm doing this for a traveler's notebook, and I don't want this to be as big as what it is. It'll print out 4 inches in square, and I want it to be a little bit smaller. So what you can do is you can click on one, hold down your shift key, and click on the rest of them. And then where the handle is, hold down your alt and shift key, and click and drag, and watch that little black box where it says width. And I'm going to go to about 3.5. It doesn't matter to me that it's exact. I don't need it precise. I just want it a little bit smaller so that it will fit in the confines of my notebook. And by resizing just the squares using the Alt key, we've managed to decrease the size of that foursome altogether, staying centered and maintaining our lines that we want. Because I want that little gap between my photos. Okay, now we're all set to clip photos. Oh, let's go ahead and double click on that to maintain my change. And now we're all set to go ahead and add our photos. So I'm just going to click on this photo, which happens to be square, and I'm actually wanting it in this one spot. So I am going to go ahead and resize this down a bit, holding down my shift key in Photoshop so that it maintains the size. And then, so now I'm going to go ahead and move that so that it is above that one frame that we just moved in. I'm going to hold down my Alt key, hover between the lines here, and click. And then that clips it in. Then I would just go ahead and continue that for the rest of my photos, and then it will end up looking something like this. And if you want to add text like I did right here, it's kind of hard to see with that transparent background. But if you want to go ahead and add text, you could do that. But you just go ahead and clip in your photos and you're done, and you can just print it out on a 4x6 sheet and everything is beautiful. All right, so that's just a simple trick you can do to maximize your photo templates and make your photo printing come together that much quicker. Thanks for watching.